For today's headlines, Typhoon Rolly leaves nearly a dozen dead. Keep prices within SRP, Palace warns retailers. DOH assures med supplies already prepositioned. More jeepneys ply metro routes starting today. White House, Fauci clash ahead of election. Ryza Cenon's extended labor worth it. PBA games to resume with a heady sked. Rolly weakens into a tropical storm. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Monday, November 2, and now the news. The strongest howler to hit any nation this year, Super Typhoon Rolly left at least 10 people dead early Sunday in southern Luzon while sparing densely populated Metro Manila. With another storm in Shawnee in the horizon and the nation still to gauge the damage caused by Rolly, Palace sources said President Rodrigo Duterte will address the nation today. Rolly made landfall on Catanduanes Island before dawn with the maximum sustained wind speed of 225 km per hour and gusts of 310 km per hour. It tripped off roofs, toppled trees and triggered flash floods before being downgraded into a typhoon, projected to affect up to 31 million Filipinos. As Rolly weakened, Tropical Storm Shawnee entered the Philippine area of responsibility Sunday noon. The Philippines also faced typhoons Pepito and Quinta days ago. President Rodrigo Duterte has ordered disaster relief operations in areas affected by the typhoon, his spokesperson Harry Roque said. The Department of Social Welfare and Development has set aside 884 million pesos in stockpiles and standby funds, including 260,164 family food packs for typhoon-hit provinces, he added. Malacanang assured on Sunday that prices of basic goods and commodities will remain stable and within prevailing prices amid the onslaught of Super Typhoon Rolly. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said the Department of Trade and Industry will conduct regular monitoring to apprehend unscrupulous retailers. He said that the DTI is likewise monitoring to ensure that suggested retail price or SRP will be followed, particularly in areas heavily affected by Rolly. Roque issued a warning against retailers who are taking advantage of the situation to jack up prices of basic goods and commodities. He urged them to practice the spirit of bayanihan by keeping prices stable. Meantime, the Department of Health is preparing about 26.5 million worth of medical supplies and 21.7 million in stockpile as back-to-back typhoons hit the Philippines amid the ongoing pandemic. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III assured the public that medical workers had been prepositioned to respond to the needs of Filipinos that would arise from typhoons Rolly and Shawnee. The DOH Central Office was placed under Code Blue Alert. It means that half of the number of employees were asked to report to the Central Office and other health facilities. Meanwhile, the DOH office in Bicol region, which was founded by Typhoon Rolly, was placed under Code Red Alert, where all employees were requested to report to medical facilities to attend to emergency cases. Hospitals nationwide were also alerted to ensure that their generators and critical life-saving equipment are functional in case of a power interruption. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Fiber now.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board has allowed almost 4,000 traditional jeepneys to ply 35 additional routes in Metro Manila beginning today, November 2. This brings to 33,163 the total of traditional jeepneys allowed to ply 371 routes. Only public utility vehicles with a valid and existing certificate of public conveyance or application for extension of validity may resume operations. They must also have a personal passenger insurance policy for each vehicles on the said routes. Jeepney operators will also be issued a QR code in place of a special permit that needs to be displayed on the vehicle. This may be downloaded from the LTFRB website. Despite the resumption of PUJ operations, the LTFRB reminded operators and drivers that no fare increase had been authorized by the agency. One of America's top government scientists, Anthony Fauci, has issued an urgent plea for a change in U.S. policy on the coronavirus during a sharp rebuke from the Trump administration in the final days of a hard-fought election campaign. Fauci, in an interview in the Washington Post on Sunday, warned that the United States is headed for a whole lot of hurt unless it makes an abrupt change in health practices. The virus has claimed more than 230 lives in the U.S., which last week suffered record high number of cases, hitting 98,000 on Friday. Judy Rhee, a White House spokesman, offered a scathing response to Fauci, saying the doctor has broken all norms by choosing to play politics days before the election. Donald Trump is seeking re-election on November 3 against Democratic candidate Joe Biden. Fauci, a top member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force, once briefed Trump on the virus almost daily, but said the president no longer seeks his advice. In showbiz, Kapuso star Ryza Cenon welcomed her first bundle of joy on the eve of Typhoon Rolly's onslaught and after laboring for 13 hours long. She shared the news on Instagram with a photo of the hand of the little boy wrapped around her finger. Ryza captioned it with, "Napakahirap pero lahat worth it. Welcome baby night." Her partner, cinematographer Miguel Antonio Cruz, posted a photo of himself cradling their child. On Instagram, early well-wishers included Don Zulueta, Aranina Isabel Prats, Vanessa Del Moral, Hiro Angeles, and child star Angelica Ulit. The actress first announced her pregnancy in July through a series of sizzling maternity photos, baby clothes, and toys. We will be back. Stay with us.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko salita. Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM.
Games of the PBA Philippine Cup are expected to resume from November 3 to 11, with team coaches expecting a wire-to-wire schedule on account of the coronavirus pandemic. TNT head coach Bong Ravenna expressed his team's preparedness to restart their bid as they look to hold on tight with their league-leading 5-1 record. With 5 games remaining on their side, Ravenna said that they have already adjusted their mindset on the possibility of playing matches every other day. Blackwater mentor Nash Rosella said his team is bound to play 6 more games in the last 9 days of elimination. This was after the Elite's last 3 games were cancelled after one of their players tested positive for coronavirus-19 just over a week ago. Commissioner Willie Marshall expressed the belief that the new set of safety guidelines imposed by the IATF will benefit the league. Starting off as a super typhoon, Rolly has weakened into a tropical storm past midnight on Monday, with the Weather Bureau Pag-asa saying it may be reduced to a low-pressure area as it exits the Philippine area of responsibility on Tuesday morning. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 remained hoisted over Batanes, Babuyan Islands, Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, and the northern portion of mainland Cagayan and Zambales. Expect light to moderate and at times heavy rains today over the above-mentioned areas and most parts of Luzon, including Metro Manila. Rough to very rough seas is expected over the seaboards of northern Luzon and central Luzon, the western seaboards of Batangas, occidental Mindoro including Burias Islands and Calamian Islands, and eastern seaboards of Quezon including Polillo Islands and Bicol region. Sea travel is risky over these waters, especially for those using small sea craft. Meanwhile, Shawnee has weakened slightly but remained a tropical storm going west-northwest by late Sunday. Pag-asa said Shawnee might become a severe tropical storm on Tuesday, with its track bringing it over the northern portion of Luzon. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertaining stories of the day. Toysito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store for our wardrobe. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall. The world's original thriller. And the first ever Beanie pageant. Now a place for your first win. Your first catch. Your first home. Your first big break. Your first date. And even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!